Well, there you see the end of a very high-profile media briefing looking into the concerns raised around the Gupta aircraft full of wedding guests landing at Waterkloof Air Force Base. It certainly seems that the finger is pointing quite directly at Bruce Kolwane, that he acted against diplomatic protocol. I'm just going to run you through a quick summary of that press conference. In February 2013, the Guptas apparently asked AXA for landing rights and the rights to hold a very lavish reception at OR Tambo International Airport, and it was turned down because it would have disrupted normal procedures at OR Tambo. Then in March 2013, the Minister of Defence was apparently approached by the Guptas. They asked if they could land their plane at Waterkloof Air Force Base. She turned them down. Then they tried the diplomatic route. They went to the Indian High Commissioner, who apparently redesignated the wedding aircraft, shall we call it, as a diplomatic flight. And of course that opened the way for the plane to land at Waterkloof Air Force Base. Jeffrey did say there was no connection to the Department of International Relations. They did not go through, so they circumnavigated that department, and due process was not followed, he says. He also says the Indian High Commissioner went directly to South African officials to clear the way for this plane to land, and that Air Force Command cleared it for landing, but critically, they were manipulated. He spoke specifically about Bruce Kolwane, who's head of state protocol. He says, and I quote, that Bruce Kolwane acted against diplomatic protocol. He said more names would follow. There were more people complicit in this conspiracy, this alleged conspiracy to allow this plane to be cleared as a diplomatic flight and land at Waterkloof Air Force Base. He said that what happened was a direct result of a manipulation of processes. He did make the point that Waterkloof is not a national key point, but he did say it was important, an issue, because it had the potential to compromise the reputation of South Africa. He condemned so-called dramatized reports of the flight taking a tour. He said that is completely unfounded, and he criticized the moonlighting officials because they carried their firearms irregularly and also used vehicles when they were not allowed to. He said that is a violation of regulations. He's made some recommendations. All departments will complete investigations on their part. Fines and corrective action will be taken, and 80,000 rand for the pilot who did not obtain a foreign operator's permit. Very interesting as well, he spoke about the improper use of names, the name-dropping culture it's been spoken about, and he says that is gross misconduct. Very, very serious issues have been raised, but I think critically, really big questions that have not been answered. And joining me now in studio